Up next, a Primal Note Studios session with the band Driftcurrent. We recorded this session on August 9th, 2025. Driftcurrent features Jason Dwyer, Ryan Mills, John DeMarco, and Ryan Alinsky, and we'll get to that in the interview, but we're going to start off with a song called A Dangerous Place to Be. Can you tell me about the song A Dangerous Place to Be?
Yeah, I guess originally, Ryan had come up with a riff and I added a part to it and expecting Ryan to add vocals and throw something onto it. And it went on for the longest time where I was like, okay, I think I've just got to do this at this point. And then I was actually out with John the night before. We were at a show. The next day, after a long late night, I was at a cabin on Georgian Bay, and everyone was sleeping, and I was just outside by myself, and the riff was just in my head. I sat there and wrote the lyrics. I punched them into my phone, and so that's like the story, I guess, how the song was written. Poetic license to it, just in my own mind. It's a dangerous place to be, and listening to the sound of the Georgian Bay crashing, and what came to mind as that was going on.
Yeah.
So I guess I'd have to give you the lyrics to be more specific, but that's basically it.
Yeah, Wilderness can be like that.
Yeah.
Can you introduce yourselves and tell me what you're doing, Driftcurrent? Maybe Jay, you could start because you've been talking first.
Okay. So yeah, I'm Jay. I play guitar and sing.
I'm Ryan. I play Ryan E. I play drums.
Yeah, my name's Ryan as well, and I play guitar, and sometimes I sing the odd one or do backups with Jay. But
Should we call you Ryan M?
yeah, we can call me Ryan M.
I'm John. I play bass.
Can you tell me about the song Frayed and Strained?
similar thread in a lot of our songs where it's about deterioration of relationships in life and the sadness and watching things fall apart.
How did the band form?
We were actually having a summer 92 band practice and we started playing Desolation Sound and just thought, yeah, this doesn't fit with what summer 92 does. So we thought we should just start something else more suited to that. It'd been a long time since played anything like this that we're doing now.
When I moved back I lived in Calgary for a while. I didn't play guitar for a few years. I don't know why, just headspace I was in, I guess. And when I moved back to Toronto, I linked up with these guys and I started playing. They offered a spot in summer of 92 for a while so we could play shows, get in the groove together and hang out and play with old friends. And then after a little bit of time with that, we decided we need to play a lot louder, a lot heavier, and do something else a little bit different than summer of 92. So this kind of happened.
What does summer of 92 sound like? just for differentiation's sake?
Probably a lot more straight ahead.
A little folky at parts, I think.
I think in Chris McDonald's book, he calls it a dark folk band. Yeah, there's just a lot more folk to it. Yeah, there's some Irish folky elements to it and a lot of Canadiana.
Okay, and how would you describe Drift Current?
Well, I think you'd be more suited to do that.
I can, but I'm just, for trying to figure out what the difference was for the listening audience. You're sort of setting this up as like, we want to do something different. How is it like, I just want to be able to get the difference description in there.
I don't even know if it's like I think it came out naturally different because we all craved a little bit more volume, a little bit more distortion, a little bit more lively of a live show, and it's a good opportunity to start something from scratch. See, when I first was with the guys, I learned their summer of '92 songs so I could play shows, but this was like creation from the get-go. This is like us in a room. All right, play something, and then we started making everything. And then influences, like the reason, like I used to play in another band, and so did these guys, and we used to play shows together, like our two bands, like years and years ago. But we overlapped because we have kind of all the same sort of musical influences. Like we have mutual favorite bands. We have like, I'm sure we play our sound a little different off of each other. But in general, yeah, we just, I don't know, we connect on all like similar influences as well.
Can you tell me about the song Can't Wait Again?
See, this is a funny one because once again, with Ryan's hesitation and putting lyrics to things. So he had sent it out to the group of us, like 5 different sets of lyrics. He's like, I want to do something with these sometime. And once again, waiting with this song forever, with no lyrics or singing, I just picked a group of lyrics from that he had sent us. And that's how that song came to be. So what exactly what he meant or what he was going for, I can't really speak for that, but that's how that one came to be.
That's interesting. I've never heard a song written like that.
No, me neither.
Kind of a miracle.
That's a strategy, actually. Leaving space for people to come into it is actually an interesting way to build a group together.
Yeah, we totally trust each other as musicians and buddies. So it's like, I don't care. I have nothing to hide. I'll give Jay lyrics all the time and he can tear them apart or use them or not. It doesn't matter. As long as it's the right vibe for the song, we keep pushing.
Yeah, but I don't know. The one thing I took from it lyrically, again, without knowing for fact, is that it just seemed it was a relationship with somebody that once again went weird.
Let me ask you this. In lots of bands I've talked to, usually the person who writes the music also writes the lyrics. It doesn't sounds like you're operating from that principle, but you're not abiding by it.
Yeah, and that's pretty much true. Yeah, for the most part, like everything I've read, I do write the lyrics for. It's more on Ryan's part.
Those two songs definitely stand out as being kind of a different kind of collaboration with space left.
Yeah, I think it's neat. I don't know. I think it's has the potential to really bring this band together in some ways.
Yeah, for sure.
It makes it more collaborative.
Yeah, absolutely.
How long has the band been together for?
I even asked this question the day. How long?
So the practice that we had with Summer Night was December of 2022. And John wasn't there for that practice because that was Summer 92 at the time. And then we decided over the next month and a half or so to start this whole brand new band. And it was February of 2023 that we started.
So is John the difference between the two bands?
Well, I'm kind of in maybe somewhat in the Summer of 92 band, but I'm not in Summer of 92.
What does that mean?
I'm kind of a bench team. I played drums once for Summer 92. So
oh, I see.
We will play with 8 or 9 on stage.
Yeah, okay. I'm a fill-in guitar player for Summer 92.
You're the longest fill-in, maybe, or most. You brought a lot to them, that's for sure.
Sweet.
That's pretty great that you have a whole bunch of people practiced and ready to jump in.
Sure.
Yeah, it actually is a really good group of people.
That's cool.
I've commented on that, how strange it is for that amount of people to be together and have no tensions and actually enjoy playing together for that length of time.
So let me ask you this with intention a little bit more. What was the idea of the band when you first got together? So it seems like, you talked about intensity and distortion and different things like that, volume, but was there... You know how people describe bands? People use different types of descriptive terms in the punk scene. There's a lot of evolving genres, subgenres.
Yeah.
What was Driftcurrent? What were you trying to do with Driftcurrent? What kind of a band were you trying to be?
I don't know if we tried to be anything. I think it's just because of that thing where we all have the same sort of influences from the same time bracket, time frame, from growing up and going to punk shows, playing in punk bands. I think we just happen to have, it's just we gel really well because we have overlapping influences. And hey, I know that we get Leatherface sometimes as what we may sound similar to in a way. We definitely don't, but close. For example, Bubby and I played in a band called Hijack Delta that played in London, Ontario at their show, and Summer 92 played with them here in Toronto. So it was just about, I don't know, merging the right friends, and I guess we all kind of play in a similar fashion, and without real intent of let's make this, I think it just came out this way.
Yeah, crazy timing too in adulthood that we can get together. Jason lives so far. Everyone's busy. Half of us have kids, but we still it's amazing how it happened and we had the room for it.
Yeah, and again, back early 2000s, we played a lot together with Ryan's other band, Cover, when me and Ryan were in Cold Blue Sky and then Crimson Mire. And so, yeah, we always had a lot, a mutual respect for and admiration for each other's music. So it was an opportunity for us to play together.
Having played with both Jay and Ryan, I was I would love to play in a band with Jay and Ryan. That was always kind of a thing vocally. It was those two would complement each other really well. So I always had hoped that this opportunity might arise at some point. So
you saw the vision. You were kind of the bridge too, the link.
Oh yeah. Since we're on the topic, how is Summer 92 different from Dogs, different from Driftcurrent?
Well, I'm just bringing that up actually. And then with John, me and John played together.
Grade 11.
Playing Classic Studios with Spanky. And then, we play in Dogs together as well, me, John, and Ryan. So I thought it was important to bring John into the fold with this great mesh of personalities.
So who are the influences? Ryan, you mentioned Leatherface as being one of those bands. Is that the influence?
I don't know if it's one. I don't know what the guys will say, but I listen to a little bit different stuff. Leatherface is kind of our mutual
as a
fave band. Yeah, but my influences are Seaweed and Farside and Split Lip and more of that mid I guess Michigan sound or whatever from the early mid 90s.
Well, yeah, there's definitely bands that we can all agree on, Small Brown Bike or from Dead Season from here, bands
some Hot Water Music.
Yeah, Hot Water Music for sure.
The band from Montreal said we sounded like a Veil.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
up on the hill. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean that's where they were. I think they were important years and important bands.
Can you tell me about the song Desolation Sound?
There's a place on a map that I'd always seen. I would actually research the place. because I do weird things like this. And again, just it was about an old, terrible relationship. And for some reason, just combining the two into a song.
Yeah, I've heard of Desolation Sound, but I don't know where is it? Seeing as you did the research, where is it?
It's like it's northwest of Vancouver. It's on the coast. It's not an easy place to access. Somewhere I've always wanted to go just to see it.
And that's the first song we played, right?
Yeah.
Throw a little depression to it. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the song that Summer 92 Jay brought to Summer 92 that the three of us played, and we're like, yeah, that's probably not a Summer 92 song.
But the funny thing is, it's actually been recorded by Summer 92, where it's just piano and vocal.
Have you received any feedback about your sound?
That one I've heard Sabbath meets Fugazi for Desolation Sound.
Yeah.
Someone said that after playing it live.
But the sound overall?
Yeah.
So we get the surface level comments where it's like, hey guys, great set. That's basically all I've heard for feedback.
Can you tell me about the song As We Navigate the Gray?
Yeah. Once again, like the majority of the songs, it's just about relationships with people, friends, wives, girlfriends. Just...
The gray seems to be like a spot that's not so clear to define.
Yeah, that's fair.
As a metaphor, I guess.
There's a lot of references to the sea in these songs, which is a funny thing. With that one, I probably can't give as much of an explanation. It's just what came out.
I feel like it's in the title.
Yeah.
Sure.
The delight, the
Well, I didn't know what it was until you actually said something about it. So I'm glad you said that. But sea, like you have themes on seas, on the sea, or like water
Yeah.
bodies.
Seems to pop up a lot
Yeah,
in my lyrics.
Definitely. Yeah. So something
Why do
like
you think that? Is there a reason for that?
I'm not sure, to be honest. But again, as you said, a lot of this is about, I
Do you
don't
have mariners in your
that's why I
family?
focus on this, but like deterioration of relationships. And I don't know, there's a sadness to it and the melancholy of the sea, the,
Hmm.
the gray sky.
Yeah, it works as a good metaphor, actually.
It
Now that you said that,
comes,
yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me. Have you played many shows?
Yeah, we've played a few. We've traveled around playing too, just like in our little Ontario tours where we go to like Ottawa or Hamilton and places like that.
Was that the Arby's tour?
Hell yeah. Every tour is Arby's tour. It's all we eat. It's like our band's diet. That's what made our beautiful bodies.
Well, can we talk? I mean, you guys do have a logo with the Arby's logo that you did.
true.
Yep. No. Yeah, we played in Ottawa last year, and I think like we had to I think we needed to use the bathroom when we got close to Port Hope, and I was like, oh, there's an Arby's, we can pull off and go to the Arby's, or maybe I said we can pull off Port Hope. There's some places there, like, and I said Arby's, and everyone's like, let's go to Arby's, and then it was just became a thing. Like anytime we pulled off the road, we looked for an Arby's, and there we are.
No, we went to,
Yeah.
we found, yeah,
Yeah.
more than that. We went looking for the last one.
Yeah.
Port Hope was the one that had the fake owl to keep the pigeons away.
Yeah.
Oh,
The entrance.
Yeah, but all the pigeons were just shitting on the owl that was there. They weren't scared of it.
We were hanging out with the pigeons, basically.
the pigeons had caught on. They were
Yeah.
wise to the owl.
Yeah.
Nothing like playing a show right after the meat sweats for sure.
Have you had the twirly fries?
I've never. Well, I'm a vegetarian, so I've never been.
Or
to
sea
Arby's.
sauce.
Okay.
Same here, but you know, like they do have curly fries.
Yeah, curly fries are always good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think I had a milkshake at one of the other ones. So
Sounds like it's on my diet.
yeah.
It's one of our sponsors, so I'm glad we can promote it on your radio show.
I want you to brag a little bit about some of the bands you've played with so far. When I asked you how many shows you played, you said a few, but I'm just wondering if
Bubby?
there's like, I mean, because you got to play with Soulside and Scream.
Yep.
And that was incredible. That was an honor.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
An honor.
Is there other bands you've played with?
Yeah, we played a few shows with Head Up, which were again like friends of ours, you know, from a while back, and that have been in different bands, and they have like their new band Head Up. Played with them a bunch.
That's like what's Al Nolan's label.
They're on
them.
Yeah, on Al's label.
I got a cassette from John, didn't I?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Is Rubber Factory involved in that?
Yeah, I put out the first EP on tape because it was so damn good. And yeah, they've hooked up with Al. I think they're doing more stuff with him.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah, we play with bands like our friend Tabby's in Last Drag. Played a show with them.
Yeah.
Play a lot of shows with Street
Street
Code,
Code.
some hardcore buddies.
We were,
Even though they're much more straight up and hardcore than we are, it seems like we can play shows together and our music goes totally fine together. So that's cool.
known Pat forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually we play with like crew. Like we're all in different bands. We usually try to form shows with buddies bands that are really good. And see who wants to hit the road, so on like that.
And we played with a lot of different style bands. It's great.
True.
Class of '91.
Yeah.
My cousin's band, from Ottawa.
Yeah, and they're great.
Anything from hardcore to punk to some sort of indie vibe, we usually play a pretty eclectic show.
That's cool. So you don't stay genre specific.
Not really.
That's
Close, but not like nothing's worse than going to see a show where every band sounds exactly the same as the band
Agreed.
before. You're like,
Agreed.
yeah.
Yeah, that one we played in the convenience store, that was such a mixture of bands.
Yep.
The Slime,
$60.
who are just like crazy.
Yeah, like 1 minute screaming hardcore.
Yeah.
And then Head Up and us.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
Did John have something to do with that show?
He did.
Yeah, the awesome convenience store near us, run by Dana, was closing down. She had some events. She had comedy shows in there, and we decided to have a show. And yeah, it was really old school grassroots where it was just a space going out. I mean, this happens all the time in Toronto, but I guess I've never felt the need to like, okay, we got to do something. The timing was perfect. Get drift current, head up. And the slime came on last. And Derek is an awesome dude that lived down the street from me for a bit. All of this is so organic that it freaks me out. Like I'm just constantly surprised. And
But you were the connection to getting that space for that one time, right? Weren't you?
yeah, but that space goes back actually. Our band Dogs used to practice in that space when
Oh, no way.
it was
Oh,
like an underground rave spot, and Steve was running practice studios. Was it called Cactus
Yep.
Yeah.
Studios?
Yep.
And one of our favorite shows, everyone came away from it feeling so good. I had relatives come to that one. It was incredible. Just better. We need a better PA next time. That was
Yeah.
that was on me.
As I played period, it was incredible.
Yeah.
So Fire and Darkness. Okay, once again, you're getting in some deterioration of relationships. Seems to be a common theme. But
yeah.
One of
that's
these
okay, but
relationships is going to work.
here's the positive to that. My sons both have Gaelic names, Aiden and Kieran. So in Gaelic, Aiden is the fiery one, and Kieran is the dark one.
Oh,
So that's where Fire and Darkness came from.
oh, because I thought it looked like it was two songs put together or something.
No, it just. I guess we're just being artistic by putting a slash in there.
Yeah. Goes back to the earth elements, kind of the old thinking. Fire and darkness.
Yeah, so.
What are the band's plans?
More recording, more shows. We're doing a comp soon. I don't know if you guys can talk to that.
We're doing the Blunderman song for Simon Harvey's comp.
Simon's doing a comp?
Should we have said this?
I don't know.
Are we allowed to say this?
I don't know.
Actually, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Not too sure, Steve.
Why are you getting all mum now? What? You've already said it. What? I don't know anything about this comp. What's the deal?
All right. Since we're there, you can yell at me, I guess. Apparently, you're doing a 12-inch.
Yep. It started off, I think, as a 7-inch project, and now it's grown to a 12-inch project. So.
And everyone's doing covers, or?
Yeah. So it's basically covers of, I guess, mostly his favorite bands, and like Toronto bands doing songs by his favorite bands. So.
And we've heard of all those bands.
And so it's outside of Toronto. Like, is Toronto bands doing any kind of covers, or I mean, like,
Yeah,
there's a Toronto bands doing Toronto covers?
No, Toronto bands doing covers of like all across the board in terms of style.
Oh, cool.
Like mostly punk and hardcore, of course. Like his taste, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, he's got broad tastes.
We are doing a Toronto band. Well, I said that's actually what we were doing before this interview, was working on some covers.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, we were doing a Blunderman and a Leatherface songs.
Oh, you have a backup.
Yeah, we have backup. Yeah, other than that, we're just trying to play as many shows as possible. We don't play every week or anything, but we try to get we're Bubby's right now putting show together for November with some of the bands we mentioned. And then I think we talked about doing another one in December. And then just some more recording. We only have a couple recorded, but we have definitely more than a full length ready to go. It's just a matter of lining it up, getting in the studio.
Can you tell me about the song Analemma?
That song is recognizing your friends that are still around and still alive. Some that you might not talk to, but you're thinking about them, and just letting them know.
Gratitude.
Yeah.
For the people still around.
Yeah, that's basically it.
How did you come up with the name?
Okay, now that's a funny thing because I want a drift current because once again we're getting back to water.
Yeah.
Drift current of the sea. And then so Ryan had done his thing, and it's an electrical drift current.
Yeah.
So he ran with that, and that was fine and great.
So it has two meanings?
Yes.
Yeah.
So what is the electrical drift current?
It's an equation that I can't remember exactly what it does.
And the Mariner's definition is?
That's the drift current, like
It's
like
a current that takes you away.
yeah, like a riptide.
Yeah,
like just
riptide.
movement.
Exactly. Yeah, it'll be posted. You can be posted. It's funny because it could be electrical current and also it could be waves, but they both are like you need to be cautious around them.
How can people get in touch with the band? What's the best way?
I don't know. We're on like Instagram and all the social kind of stuff. So if anyone wants to reach out through those, they can do that. No problem.
What's the band email that we use?
That's a good question.
Good question. Bandcamp or shout out Ryan, shout out the Instagram. Is it driftcurrent_TO?
Yeah, that's the one.
At
That's the bestest way to get in touch with us.
Can you tell me about the song "We Moved with the Moon"?
Yeah. Okay. Once again, we're getting back to the wall. Funny enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just where life takes you. The tide takes you. The moon takes the tide. The tide takes you. We move with the moon.
Hey, Terry.